Hi there, it's Andrew Sheps, and I wanted to show you a new feature in Bounce Factory 1.5. There have been requests to be able to either see or edit the tracks that are being soloed or muted in the solo or mute passes, and until now that has not been possible. So I've added the feature. Now the first thing to know is if you're editing a main mix pass, like this one here, or if you're editing a mini snap, and sorry for the naming on these, it was all just test stuff, you will see that the bottom is blanked out just like it's always been. And if you select multiple passes, they will be blanked out as well, though you get the rest of the information down here because you may or may not have multiple parameters. But if you edit either a mute or a solo pass, or any pass that was made as a stem, because that is technically a solo pass, you can edit. So let's double click on the solo pass here, and you'll see that I am soloing the snare bottom. That's a terrible stem to have to print, but there you go. And you can see that there's only one track being soloed here. And now I can add a track to the current solo pass or remove from the selected solo pass. So if I say add track, I get a pop-up search of all the tracks in the session, and we can type in anything we want. So let's look for drum, and let's say, yeah, we'll solo up the intro drums. And now that's there. Now you can always cancel, and when we go back in, this will be left as it was. But let's say we do want to do the intro drums, and we're going to add that. And then we save the edit, and then we go back in. There we go. Both of these tracks will be soloed. Now the other thing, let me add one more, is that we'll do the kick out and the snare bottom. I think that's a really good combination. And you'll notice that it is in the undo queue, just like most of the changes you make up here. So if you add something or delete something you didn't mean to, you can undo or cancel the entire edit if that's all you're trying to do. And then if we remove something, we will get it confirmed that we actually want to remove it. Let me go ahead and add yet another track. And so now if I select multiple tracks and try to remove, you'll see it'll tell you how many tracks there are. Now if you select all of the tracks and then try and remove them, you will get a warning that this will disable the solo, in this case because we're editing a solo pass, for all previously enabled tracks in the mix pass, which essentially turns it into a standard mix pass. Do you want to continue? You're more than allowed to do this. If you forgot to do the standard mix pass, you deleted it and then you realized that you wanted it, you could open up any mute or solo pass within that snapshot, duplicate it, and then delete all of the tracks in this list, and then you've got a main mix pass and you just have to name it. But in this case, we're going to say cancel, and you're right back where you were. If we had canceled, well, let's just do it. Why not? Right? So we will say OK, and then it will make you confirm again. And now we can undo that if we want, and they're all back, and cancel, and it is exactly the same for the mute passes. All right, hope that helps you get your printing done. Thanks.